Hey, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, peace and salutations to the elect and all the brothers pushing us work in sincerity and in truth. This is Brother Thamine from GMS Toronto coming at you with another video. What we're seeing on the screen here is just an abomination on the left. This is an Israelite man, right, with his wife and two daughters, and he thinks that this is the way that you have to be in order for you to please your children, right, and please your wife, right? The Israelite man has become a laughing stock, a gazing stock, and a homo. Okay, this is the new way of parenting now. It's called soft parenting, right? Where you do everything to please these little children, right? You think that this is gonna make you more in tune or more closer to your children and your wife. This is gonna make you look weak in her eyes, right? And this is also gonna send a bad message to the rest of our nation, to all the people watching this. Okay, this is not the way you. This is not the way it should be when it comes to being a father, nor when it comes to being a parent, according to the scriptures. In our culture of the Bible, our people, our men never did anything like this in order to please a wife or your children. You should be leading by example, and this is not the example that you lead by, where you dress in a ballerina outfit just in order for you to please a wife or your daughter, right? First and first, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna bring this scripture out. A man shall not wear. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Actually, is it Deuteronomy? Women's garment. Yeah, Deuteronomy 22:5. And it says here, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy power. Okay? This man is an abomination to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. The fact that he's an Israelite, first. Secondly, he's putting on women's garment. And thirdly, he's doing this to please all these three women right here. They're all children to you, man. Even your wife is a grown child. And you're doing these things to please her, right? But the Israelite man has turned from rough to fluff, right? Let's get the word malakos real quick. Malakos in the Greek definition. Okay. That's what the word means. Malakos, soft. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Soft to the touch, right? Metaph, in a bad sense, right? Not in a good sense, in a bad sense. He is a softy, man. And this whole soft boy era that's going on, this needs to be this needs to come to an end real quick. We'll see what it says here. Of a catamite. We'll see what a catamite is. Of a boy kept for homosexual relations with a man. That's a catamite. Okay. Of a male who submits his body to unnatural lewdness. Of a male prostitute. Let's see what a catamite is. Catamite definition is an ancient Greece or Rome catamite, pubescent boy who was the intimate companion of an older male, usually in pederastic relations, right? So he's soft. This is what this man is compared to, a catamite. Okay, soft to the touch, malakos. Right? The scripture has many ways on which you should deal with your daughters and your wife. This is not one of them, man. Okay? The scripture says not be a lion in your house, but guess what? I'd rather be a lion in my house than to be a homo in my house. Okay? That's not going to happen, man. These Israelite men have lost it, right? They've taken this thing to a whole nother level, and this is what happens when you don't have a father in your house. So when you have children now, you think you have to do everything to please them. The scripture says, train up a child in the way it should go, man. Train up a child, right? Proverbs, let's get it. Proverbs 22:6, and it says, train up a child in the way it should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it, right? You're supposed to train up a child the right way, right? But this man has no guidance, so this is how he's guiding his house. I always go back to Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, man, right? Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter is one of my favorite chapters to read, right? Let's start at 1. Now, therefore, hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgment which I teach you for to do them, that ye may live and go in and possess the land which the Lord your power of your fathers giveth you. Right? Let me drop down to verse 6. Verse 5 actually. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations. Right? So this was supposed to be the way that we conduct ourselves, all right? The way that we worship, the way that we deal with our children, the way that we deal with our wives in the sight of the nations, so that we should, we stand out. But now we stand out for being infamous amongst the nations, right? You're wearing dresses, trying to please your daughters by putting on a dress just like them. Another thing I see these men doing is their daughters will come and put makeup on their faces and shit, and they just let it happen, right? Women and children are the same thing. To test you and see what they can get away with, man. Once they know they can't put their shit on your face, then they stop. Then they try to do something else. There's nothing wrong with playing the teacup and all that stuff with your daughter or whatever, but not the makeup and all that shit, man. That shit just turns you soft. Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. When you look at this, you can't see wise and understanding in this weirdo, right? There's nothing wise and understanding about him. And this wife is, she's supporting this, obviously, because they're supporting, this is supposed to be how you are with your family, right? Support. This is not support, man. You can, put her in the sport and you be there for her. That's it. You don't have to wear shit that she's wearing. That's not going to do anything for anyone other than make you look like a piece of shit, right? And it says here, for the nations, for what nation is so great, if they're so great, who had Yahweh so nigh unto them, as the Lord your power, our power is in all things that we call upon him for. And what nation is there so great that hath statutes and judgments so righteous? So all his law which I set before you this day, right? Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thine heart all days of thy life, but teach them to thy sons and thy sons' sons. Right? That's a commandment right there. We're supposed to teach these things unto our sons and their sons' sons, so they can teach their daughters. Right? So it wasn't passed down to him. So we lost it. That's why this man is lost. Right? Now his wife is lost, because guess what? This is the leadership that she has to follow. Right? They're blind leading the blind right here, literally. Right? This man is soft. He doesn't have he has a lack of understanding, right? And for this, 2/3 of our people has got to go, right? Because women are going to be put to death too. Little children are going to be put to death too. Just like how men are going to be put to death, children and women are going to be put to death too. So don't worry about it. All this, our nation needs a purge. Okay, once we get that purge, then we can start over from scratch, right? Let's get Ezekiel 36 and 2. Guess what the Lord said? You'll become an infamy amongst the people, right? What was that? Because verses. That's it. 12. Yep. Okay. Yep. Verse 3, Ezekiel 36 and 3. Therefore prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord power, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the heathen of the residue of the heathen, and ye are taken up in the lips of talkers, and are an infamy of the people. Right? This is how this nigga has been in the lips of talkers, because we've been conquered as a nation, right? When a nation is conquered, the man is destroyed. Once the man is destroyed, the whole nation is destroyed, right? That's the Lord. That's why the Lord said, I have left a remnant, man. Let's talk about that remnant, because the Lord has to take his men out of here, or else he doesn't take us out of here, man. We're going to be like these weirdos, man. So the Lord said in Isaiah 1 and 9, except the Lord of hosts had left us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah, right? It's a perfect example right here, right? That remnant, man. And the Lord also said, Isaiah also, I think Isaiah 1 and 5. Could be 1 and, no, let me see. Let me check this out. Let me see, 1 and 5. Let me see what's going on, 1 and 5. 1 and 10, let's see. Yep, 1 and 10. Hear the word of the Lord, you rulers of Sodom. Give ear unto a law of power, of our power, ye people of Gomorrah, right? To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me, saith the Lord? I am full of your burning of your offerings of rams, and the fat of fed beasts, and I delight not in the blood of your bullocks, or of the lambs of your goats. Okay, so the Lord called us Sodomites and Gomorrites, man. Okay, because that's how we're acting without the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? This man wasn't taught how to be a man, so therefore his whole family is suffering because of his lack of wisdom thereof. Shalom.